Hi, my name is Scott Campbell. I'm creative director of WhiteMoon Dreams, and our game is StarBlood Arena.
So let's start by talking about what your goals were heading into this game.
Well, we wanted to make a game that was focusing on esports, where people could kind of jump in with their buddies and play the game, but we wanted to have a bit of a different experience, where it was an arena-based shooter, but something that was a little bit different, where people would be coming at you from all angles, kind of reenacting some of the dogfights you'd see in some of the classic movies like Star Wars and stuff like that, where things are happening all over the place, and yet you're there flying, nap of the earth and through obstacles and stuff like that, while explosions are happening all around you, really making this kind of a over-the-top, visceral experience. Ooh, visceral, man.
So a lot of people have seen early VR experiences like Valkyrie. Talk about how this separates it from the competition.
So one of the things we've done is all of our levels, our arenas, are set inside or indoors, right? So we have these futuristic levels where you can fly through corridors and then into very large open spaces. And so instead of being in a vast empty area, there's all sorts of obstacles to hide behind and power-ups that are hidden away in nooks and crannies and all sorts of strategy of actually using the environment to your advantage.
Talk a little bit about, you mentioned esports. What does virtual reality open up for that?
So one thing that we wanted to do with this game is actually try to give players that are, in VR a bit of an advantage over, say, a normal flat screen kind of game. In a flat screen game, usually your reticle is, fixed right in the middle of the screen, and all you're trying to do is orient your body to kind of aim that reticle at your enemy. With StarBlood, wherever it is that you're looking, your reticle is tracking with your head. So if someone flies up next to you, you can literally just look over at them, squeeze the trigger, and mow them down, which is extremely satisfying. But that also engages you to literally look around your cockpit at all times and kind of keep an awareness of your space, which is something very different than most other games.
What are you guys doing in terms of different fighters and different crafts spaceships that people will be flying?
So we have several different pilots. Here at PSX we have 4 of them that are unlocked, but we do have more that we're going to be announcing as we go forward. So each of the pilots are very, very different. So not only do they each have a suite of different weaponry, but each of them have different modifications that you can eventually unlock and add to your ship to basically make their gameplay styles fit exactly like what the player wants. So each of the pilots has a very different, say, gameplay type situation. Our bombardier Alice, she specializes at mid-range and just barraging people with missiles, while Buck, our berserker, basically he just has 2 very large guns, and you typically fly around the level holding down the triggers and just mowing down anything in front of you. But the difference between long range, mid range, and short range, and the different ways of cycling through your weapons and stuff all play into their gameplay.
How are you guys leveling the gameplay field from an esports perspective?
So leveling the gameplay field. Truthfully, our characters themselves, we're spending a lot of time balancing everything, of course. Our characters, we're not, of course, trying to make them they're better situationally, right? If you find yourself playing more of a mid-range game, then Alice really is the character that you want to play. However, you don't always find yourself in a situation where you're in that mid-range, right? Somebody might be coming at you from a longer range, and you might have to engage with them or try to run away, and Alice isn't the fastest ship. So everything is balanced based on, their speed, the different types of weapons they have, of course, the damage, the amount of shields they have, and the different mods and things that you can unlock that changes up their gameplay. All of that's kind of taken into consideration to make our characters balanced against each other.